There's a very famous memory from the Chidah that when the Satan comes to Hashem and says to the Eibishter, look at all the Averis that your Klal Yisrael is doing. Says the Eibishter, what do you want? They learn from the Goyim and they see Goyim, and that's how they get influenced to do things which aren't right. Says the Satan to the Eibishter, if that's true that they learn all the things that are incorrect from the Goyim and all the bad things from the Goyim, why don't they learn the good things from the Goyim also? Says the Eibishter, what good things are there to learn? And says the Satan back, when the Goyim are in their, call it places of prayer, they're very careful not to talk. And how is it that the Yidden, who seem to be influenced by the Goyim, don't take the good things from the Goyim, which is the fact that they're quiet when they're in their places of prayer? Says the Chidah that Hashem doesn't have what to answer. This tremendous movement of not speaking in Shul is something which promotes the opposite, promotes and tries to make us one of those people that have and give koyach to Hashem, kaviyachol, to be able to say to the Satan, look, there are groups of people in this shul, there are groups of people in that shul, there's a whole movement out there of teaching people the greatness of what it means to be quiet. As we know on the pasuk that said, Hashem yilachem lochem ve'atem tacharishun, says the Eibishter, I'll fight your battles, and I'll take care of all the tzaris and all the siyata d'shmaya that you need. Hashem says, yilachem lachem, I'll fight for you. But there's one condition, and that is va'atem tacharishun, you be quiet when you're in a Mokim Kodesh, when you're in a Beis HaKnesses. I thought to myself, a lot of people, Baruch Hashem, when they come to Shul, they understand what it means to take their phone and put it into airplane mode. But I think we could take that lesson and develop an understanding of what airplane mode means. We all know when a person flies, the plane initially is on the ground and then goes higher and higher. Says the Gemara says in Yevamis, HaMespalel tzarech sheyiten einav lamata v'libo lamalo. Person who davens is supposed to put his eyes down and his heart lamayla high. Says Rabbi in Brachos, a person is supposed to consider himself as if he's flying high, meaning to say that we're connected to Hashem and we're even closer to the Eibishter. Davening is of those things that Chazal tell us in Brachos, Dvarim ha'imdim berumei shel olam. They're very high up there. If a person would not just put his phone on airplane mode, but will put his mind on airplane mode and realize how high up we are and how removed we are from this world when we sit and daven, so a person would be that much more connected. Let's appreciate this movement that there is to teach us what it means to have a chashivas for a Beis HaKnesses, to teach us the chashivas of what it means to be quiet in the Beis Medrash, and for us to understand that Hashem is there to battle our battles on condition that we're quiet. All those that are behind this movement should be zeichet to a tremendous siyata d'shmaya, and all of us that join this movement to taka be quiet, become from those that the Eibishter could say, look at Ruvain, look at Shimon, look at the Shul in Flatbush, look at the Shul in Lakewood, look at the Shul in Eretz Yisrael. They've taken upon themselves to be quiet. We should taka all be zeichet to siyata d'shmaya, and we should be zeichet to Hashem yilachem lachem ve'atem tacharishon. Kol tov.